Hi everyone, and welcome again to this second part of the video about the body language. So on the previous video we talked about the lower part of the body, and now we're going to focus on the upper part of the body. So the good news is that for many musicians this is not even going to be an issue at all, because many musicians simply use both their hands to perform, like guitar players, bass players or drummers. So this section will be more interesting for musicians or performers who do not play during the whole song. I don't know, like mainly soloists who do not do accompaniment, like, I don't know, flute player or harmonica player. It can be also interesting for horn section, which is not also performing in the whole time, or for back singers. So the thing that we can all agree on is that many musicians or singers do not know what to do with their hands when they are not in action, and that causes a problem very often. The thing is that the hands, they give away a lot about your state of mind on stage, as much as the legs, or maybe even more. So to give you some examples, for example, how do you think the audience sees a singer who is holding his microphone with both hands like that and singing the song all the way through like that? He's going to come across as pretty much insecure. Another example, you can see a singer also with his microphone on the mic stand. He's holding the microphone with both hands while he's actually watching his guitar player performing a solo. Either he's going to look like he's under some kind of drugs, or drunk and like needs to hang on the thing, or he's gonna show a lack of poise, and that's how it's going to be received by the audience, at least. So this is to be avoided. I've seen also a third example would be a singer singing a whole song with both his hands in his pockets. No, that's not cool at all. It doesn't look cool whatsoever. It looks like, again, like a lack of self-confidence, or even like a kind of the disinterest on what's going on. I don't mean to say, by all means, I don't mean to say that you can't hold your microphones with both hands, that you can't even hang on your microphone with both hands while watching your guitar player performing, or having both hands in your pockets. What I mean to say is that don't do that during the whole song or during the whole solo, because then it will come across as not positive at all towards the audience. It has to fit a context. So those things are okay as long as they fit a context, a situation, then it's all good, you know. But out of context, just by a lack of self-confidence, it will be terrible. You have to understand that from an audience point of view, and actually from anyone's point of view normally, if you feel self-confident, everyone will feel it. And if you feel like absolutely not self-confident at all, everyone will feel the same way, no matter what you do. So those things are important to control, and that's why we need to always work on the self-confidence part if we don't have it naturally. The good thing also is that there are some ways to kind of go around that. I have seen some performers leaving the stage when they were actually not performing. It's really nice. It can be really okay, again, but it has, again, to fit a context, because you can't simply leave the stage each time you do nothing and come back just for the solo, etc. That makes no sense. I think it's better used to leave the stage when you're not going to play for the next two songs, and that you have to come back for the third one. Then it's okay. You can leave the stage, etc. Like this, you don't disturb the visual part by doing nothing and hanging on the stage like, what am I doing here? So it can be used, but it's not my favorite way. The second way to kind of go against this visual trouble of the not knowing what to do with the hands, there's one that I really like way more, but it's something that needs a little bit of preparation. It's good that you go, if you can go to talk to the light guy, the guy that has the light, because What you can do, and I have done that and it's really cool, it helps a lot, at least on that matter, you can ask the guy to deem out a part of the stage, so that when you have nothing to do, you're not performing, you can go a bit on the back and be in a shadow. You're going to be pretty much invisible for the rest of the audience, and only what needs to be seen will be focused on with the lights, and then for the audience. But what doesn't need to be present and that could disturb the whole harmony of the thing is going to be in the dark, in the shadow. And I have done that. You just go a little bit in the backwards, a few steps, to be in the dark. You're not in the spotlights anymore, and if you are hanging with your arms not knowing what to do, it doesn't matter, because no one sees you. The attention is fully focused on what needs to be seen. So that's absolutely a cool thing to do. You can organize that with the light guy. It's not complicated for the light guy, just so that you know. So you just need to ask if it's possible, and when the stage setup allows you that, use it. It's fantastic, and it solves the problem a lot. What I need to say is that your attitude on stage needs to be present all the time. What I mean by this is that even if you're not a frontman, or even if you're not a front soloist, you need to have an attitude on stage. You can't be on stage without having an attitude. It's extremely important, because the musicians are here to set up a background, a musical background for either the soloist or the singer, and the soloist or singer needs to be able to lean against it. But when you're on stage, you're in the spotlight somehow. People are looking at you, even if you think they don't. They look at you, even if you're not the frontman. They definitely look at you. Trust me. So you need to have an attitude that expresses self-confidence. It's really important. If you look like you're on the back, uncertain, it's gonna play against the whole band. So you can't do that, and you need to have this attitude even when you're not playing. Either you're in the shadow, you do what you want, or you're there and somehow you move with the music, but you show like I'm here as a backup. Even if I don't do anything right now, wait for me, my moment is coming. That's the attitude you need to have. Out of that, I wanted to talk about the horn sections. What they can do when they don't do anything is not staying like that, but we can see that with plenty of great bands. I've seen that with Brian Setzer and orchestra as well as others. That they all play the same routine, or they dance on the same routine all at the same time in the horn section. So even if they don't play at the same time, they're going to be doing a dancing routine, and it's cool. It's visual. It helps to make the whole thing happy and joyful. I just love it. So that for the horn section can be a cool thing to simply work on a little routine, dancing routine that fits with the music, of course. Don't start to do some weird stuff that may be even worse than doing nothing. To come back on the reasons why you could feel uncomfortable on stage. I know that I mentioned some things already in the previous video, but I want to come back on some things that can be avoidable. What could be, for example, some of the reasons why you don't feel comfortable on stage? In many opportunities, in many situations, I see that stress is a big factor. Excessive shyness as well. I already mentioned this one, and a lack of not of self-confidence. Of course, this one is part of it, but a lack of readiness, a lack of practice prior to the show. This one needs to be worked on, because come ready. You need to practice at home. Then you need to be ready to do a great rehearsal, and you have to feel like, okay, I've done the work, I'm ready, I can do it. But the lack of readiness helps to feel absolutely uncomfortable on stage, and people will see it. Oh yes, they will see it. Trust me. So to sum it up, use your body language wisely, stay open with open moves, and also stay open-minded and open emotionally in order to feel this connection with the audience. And if you use your body language, make it believable. Don't overdo it. Still, don't forget, it has to fit a context. So make it believable. That's the key. Thank you very much for following those videos. On the next video, we're gonna focus on attitude, like what is attitude and how you can use it to your advantage. Thank you very much, and I'll see you on this next video. Bye bye, guys.